So, according to ESPN.com, Anthony Joshua now says that he will become a boxing legend once he beats Oleksandr Usyk in a rematch, which is coming up August 20th. I do like the mindset of Anthony Joshua trying to win this fight, but unfortunately, I simply question whether Anthony Joshua has the mental capacity, tenacity to win this fight. It's too many AJs in my opinion. You got War AJ, Thug AJ, Black Lives Matter AJ, Motivational Speaker AJ. It's just too many. That being said, though, for him to become a ring legend, in my personal opinion, will he need to become undisputed champion of the heavyweight division, which hasn't been done since Lennox Lewis done it. That being said, though, it's the real question: can Anthony Joshua beat Usyk in a rematch? And I really don't think he can. I think that he's going to do good in the first 5 rounds, but I think he's eventually going to gas out. I think that Usyk will eventually start to counter Anthony Joshua, go down to the body, catch him with a straight overhand right, and eventually get Anthony Joshua out of there in about the 9th or 10th round. Like I said, though, I think Anthony Joshua is going to be becoming more competitive than he did in the first fight, where in the first fight, he was fighting extremely tentative, not throwing a lot of punches. Even the 2 rounds he did win, I thought that he was doing pretty good, throwing 1, 2, 3s, going down to the body pretty well. He didn't manage to continue that throughout the fight. I think he's going to be trying to do that in this second fight, but I think that it's not going to work due to him having bad stamina. I think he's going to use his jab, go down to the body pretty well, use his uppercut, hurt Usyk and drop Usyk at some point throughout this fight. But I think that Usyk will be able to weather the storm because I think that if you look at the Pulev fight, Anthony Joshua, he had Pulev badly hurt in that second round, but Anthony Joshua, he didn't go for the kill. And I think we already know why that reason is. Like I said in my previous videos with Anthony Joshua, it's a simple fact is that Andy Ruiz has forever scarred Anthony Joshua. I don't know if he has what it takes to get Usyk out of there, because Usyk is not only very crafty and knows how to survive, but the question is, will Anthony Joshua willing to go to broke and willing to risk everything in order to get Usyk out of there? Because if he doesn't get Usyk out of there, then I think that Usyk is going to, start to recover. But the combinations, the 1, 2, 3, use the straight left hand, use a lot of movement to move out the punches, take advantage of the fact that Anthony Joshua will start to get tired as the fight progresses. So to put the pressure on Anthony Joshua and eventually go for a knockout against Joshua. We've seen in the 12th round where AJ was badly hurt. He was on the ropes. He was staggered, getting countered, and it looked like he was about to fall out, man. And if you look at when the fight results was being announced, he was just sitting in the corner, grimacing, is looking sweaty, tired. And I just think that's a bad recipe against somebody who has a lot of stamina and who likes to bounce around the ring and is a very skilled boxer. So that being said, though, I think that Anthony Joshua is going to use his jab, like I said, go down to the body pretty well, throw the 1, 2, 3, throw combinations, but eventually, his PTSD, his stamina, all those things will come into play. Eventually, he will start to get wore down by Usyk, and Usyk will eventually get him out of there. And about the 8th or 9th round, I just simply can't trust AJ to win this fight because he reminds me of Edward Berlanga. He is very confused, befuddled whenever he has a lot of adversity ahead of him. It was shown in the Andy Ruiz fight. It was shown in the first fight against Oleksandr Usyk. And even against Vladimir Klitschko, where he faced adversity, that's a 40-year-old fighter, all right, who doesn't have the same chin that he did in his earlier days and basically get shelled himself. That being said, though, Anthony Joshua has a chance to win this fight if he can use his aggression, go for broke, and try to do everything he can to possibly knock out Oleksandr Usyk. But I just think that Usyk is a much better boxer, and eventually we'll figure Anthony Joshua out. I think that AJ really needs to, come in here really go for the gusto, just going for everything and trying to get him out of there because I simply just can't see him outboxing Usyk. He couldn't do it in the first fight, and if he does it in the second fight, it's just going to be a much worse result. I think that this fight is going to be somewhat competitive. I think that Usyk will eventually take over this fight using his jab, like I said, using movement to get out of the way of punches and counter punch Anthony Joshua, eventually get Anthony Joshua out of there. If Anthony Joshua can win, I will give him his flowers, most definitely, but he has a puncher's chance in this fight, and I think not really that much more due to his lack of mental strength. But to wrap this up, I'm picking Usyk to win this fight. This is not seeing the dream. Rocky says his name says asleep. I'll hot show another one. Peace.